Most people think the path to wealth is simple: earn more money. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Studies show that when people get a raise, their spending rises almost immediately to match it, sometimes beyond it. You get a promotion, you upgrade the car, you move into a bigger apartment, you start eating at nicer restaurants, and somehow, despite making significantly more than you did 5 years ago, you feel no more financially secure. The ancient Stoics had a name for this trap, and they had a cure. In modern personal finance, we call it lifestyle inflation, sometimes lifestyle creep. The quiet, almost invisible process where your expenses expand to meet your income. You don't plan it. Nobody wakes up and says, "I'm going to spend every extra dollar I earn." It just happens. And it happens to almost everyone. A 2023 Bankrate survey found that nearly 47% of Americans report living paycheck to paycheck, including many earning over $100,000 a year. That number should stop you cold, because it means the problem isn't income. The problem is something deeper, something the Stoics understood 2,000 years ago. Lucius Annaeus. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, advisor to emperors, owner of vast estates. He understood wealth intimately, and he wrote something that sounds almost radical today. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Think about that. Seneca wasn't talking about material poverty. He was talking about a mindset, the mindset of perpetual craving. The belief that the next income level, the next purchase, the next upgrade will finally make you feel secure. It never does, because the craving moves with you. Every time you reach a new level, the ceiling rises. Modern psychology has a term for what Seneca described: the hedonic treadmill. Researchers have found that humans adapt remarkably quickly to improved circumstances. A new car excites you for roughly 3 months. A larger home feels luxurious for about 6 months. Then it becomes normal, and you want the next thing. This isn't a character flaw, it's biology. We are wired to return to a baseline level of satisfaction, regardless of what we acquire. The Stoics knew this intuitively. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Confine yourself to the present." Not plan for the future. Confine yourself to the present, because the future you're buying your way toward doesn't exist yet. And when you arrive there, it won't look the way you imagined. So how did the Stoics protect themselves from this trap? One practice stands out: voluntary discomfort. Seneca regularly practiced what he called rehearsing poverty. He would eat plain food, wear simple clothes, and live sparingly, not because he had to, but to remind himself that he could. He wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" This practice served 2 purposes. First, it recalibrated his baseline. By periodically living simply, Seneca kept his expectations low, so his actual income felt like abundance, not necessity. Second, it removed fear. When you know you can live on less, you stop being trapped by the need to maintain your lifestyle. You make better decisions. You take smarter risks. You're free. Here's how to apply this today. Start with a lifestyle audit. List every recurring expense you have. For each one, ask, if I lost this tomorrow, could I survive? Would life still have meaning? Most of the time, the honest answer is yes. Then identify what I call invisible upgrades, the small, automatic ways your spending crept upward as your income rose, the streaming subscriptions that multiplied, the grocery store that changed, the Uber instead of the bus. None of these individually is a problem. Together, They are the silent engine of lifestyle inflation. Next, implement what the Stoics practiced: deliberate subtraction. Once a month, remove one comfort. Cook at home instead of ordering out. Go a week without a subscription. Take the bus for a day. Not forever. Not as punishment. Just as a reset. A reminder that your baseline isn't what you think it is. Here's the insight that changes everything. Wealth is not how much you earn. Wealth is the gap between what you earn and what you need. The Stoics called the things you don't need externals. External goods, money, possessions, status, were considered preferred indifference. Nice to have. Not necessary. Not you. When you internalize that, something shifts. You stop chasing the next income level. You start expanding the gap at the level you're already at. That's how someone earning $60,000 can retire before someone earning $200,000. Not because they're more disciplined, because they never let their needs grow as fast as their income. Seneca wrote near the end of his life, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Financial freedom isn't a number, it's a relationship with enough. Every dollar you avoid spending on lifestyle inflation is a dollar that works for you. That compounds. That builds the gap. The Stoics didn't become wealthy by accident. They became wealthy by choosing, deliberately, repeatedly, not to want more than they already had. The irony of lifestyle inflation is this: the more you feed it, the poorer you feel. And the more you starve it, the richer you become. Start with one choice this week, one thing you don't upgrade, one comfort you let pass. That's where real wealth begins. If this shifted something for you, subscribe to The Rational Money. We cover Stoic philosophy, wealth building, and the mindset behind financial freedom every week. And leave a comment below. What's one invisible upgrade in your life you could cut this month? See you in the next one.